Good day everyone and good day Mr. Cupid Johnson Sonar. I am Numerous Kidit Tahoynan, a third-year Bachelor of Physical Education student. For today, I will be having a video reflection on the consolidated interview that I conducted. I have 3 respondents on my interview: a 4-year-old, a 8-year-old, and a 12-year-old child. In my interview, I can see that there is a huge difference in children's levels of ability and remembering and how they will process their knowledge, understanding, and brain functions in terms of age. In the 3 different children that I interviewed with a different range of age, they had different results, perspective, and level of remembering the words list that I presented to them. The young child range of 4-year-old only remembers 4, the 8-year-old gets 7, and the 12-year-old perfectly remembers all the words list. After knowing the results, I asked the 12-year-old what she did to remember the words list, and she said she listened attentively and processed all the 10 words in her mind with the help of concentration. In the storytelling, I prepared 3 stories appropriate for the children's age range. Before I begin to read the story to every child, I instruct them to listen carefully because after I finish reading the story, they will retell the story and I will also ask questions about that story. For the 4-year-old, she retells the story in the incorrect order, but she remembers the character. At the beginning of the story, the 4-year-old can retell the story in the correct ways, but in the middle, there are some instances where she cannot remember what is happening. Her mind focuses only on the end of the story, which is the happily ever after, where the character of the story learns in his or her lessons. I noticed that she has difficulty recalling some events from the story, which is understandable given that she is only 4 years old and is still in the process of remembering things and happenings. For the 8-year-old, he retold the story in almost correct order. There are 2 events in the story that he retells incorrectly, but he almost retells it perfectly. I noticed that he has a lack of concentration, which is why he forgets some of the correct order of the story. But overall, he did well in retelling the story. For a 12-year-old, she retells the story in the correct order. She perfectly remembers all the characters and happenings of the story, from the beginning and the end. In terms of the questions that I asked, I noticed that she had a good memory for answering the questions. Based on these findings, we can conclude that there is an age difference in how they respond to the story and how they retell the story. Where the 4-year-old has difficulty recalling some events from the story, which is understandable given that she is only 4 years old and is still in the process of remembering things and happenings. The 8-year-old almost got the correct order in retelling the story, and the 12-year-old got it perfectly right in retelling the order or happenings of the story. By this, we can state that there is a process of age by which a child develops their cognitive and critical thinking ability to remember, acquire knowledge, and learn about things. From what I observed of the children's responses to the questions about memory and reading, I can state that the school they attend seems to support the children in developing metacognitive strategies for memory and reading. I think it is very important for the school to help every student develop their metacognition, which is the process of thinking about one thinking and learning. Metacognition is intentional thinking about how you think and learn, which plays a significant role in helping students acquire the skills of how to learn, and that these skills enable them to learn not just while they are in school, but for a lifetime. This entails a deeper awareness of how one processes information, the ability to evaluate one's own thinking, and the ability to think of ways to make one's own learning process more effective. Moreover, teacher is one way children develop their thinking and learning skills in school, So I think the teacher helps them develop their own thinking and remember things and happenings that they can use in their lifetime. And I think their school is very effective in assisting students creating metacognitions, strategies, and techniques to help students and support an appreciation for reading in students for what I observed in the questions they answered in the interview. Furthermore, the children seems to see teachers as helpful with these areas because, as they said, without the teacher assessing and facilitating them, they can't be able to learn in every areas of life. That will be all, and thank you for listening. Once again, I am Numerous Cadet Ahoynon, a third-year Bachelor of Physical Education student. Good day and God bless.